So the genre I chose was a comic book, and the reason I chose this was because I wanted to do something that had the ability to represent a lot of things visually and in like a side by side manner, just because my topic is the racial conflicts and the parallels between what happened in the 60s and what's happening now. And then I also think that uh, when you think of the 1960s, you think a lot about pop art and things like that. And comic books were really popular in the 60s, and they're less popular now. So it's kind of like the idea of reviving the genre in the same way that the conflict has been revived. And just some conflict or some issues I'm encountering are being able to represent a lot of the things that are happening now objectively, just because it's hard to get a good perspective while you're still living in something, and also just trying to represent the entire thing objectively as a like in the 1960s as well, just because obviously I have my own ideas about things, but I have to be careful about the ways in which I represent all of the things and what I'm actually, and whether or not the things that I put in there are helping my thesis, I guess. And I guess just what I'm trying to argue throughout the whole book is that there is like a bit of frustration in the sense that people are still suffering, and that it's hard to watch people in just like our country still make the same mistakes, but at the same time there's supposed to be kind of a tone of like hope in it, I guess, that maybe like after all of this conflict we can have real change after, just kind of in the same way that the 1960s kind of did see results.